Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to revise the chapter Footprints Without Feet by H.G. Wells. So I have brought 42 MCQ questions for your complete preparation. Let's get started. Before that, I would like you to watch these two videos. This is part 1 of the same and this is the part 2. It has important questions along with character sketches. Now it is important to revise the chapter before you sit for MCQ. Even if it is an MCQ test, you need to be thorough with the chapter. Also, it's always good to check your preparation before you sit for the exam. So for this, I'll be preparing a mock test for class 10th, covering the whole syllabus of term 1. And I'll be sending a copy of this test to all my subscribers. So the catch is, you have to subscribe to the channel. So only if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be getting the copy of this mock test. And how will I be reaching you? So you can send your email ID on my Instagram page. I will be saving your email IDs, and then in the first week of November, you will be getting this mock test to check your preparation. So now let's get started with this test. So choose the correct option for the following questions, and you know that I will be reading only the question. The green ones are the lines, a line of extract that is taken from the chapter. So the first one. The two boys started in surprise at the fresh muddy imprints of a pair of bare feet. The surprise of the two boys in the above line does not indicate. Question number 2. Where were the footprints heading? Number 3. Which properties of glass were found in Griffin's body? So again the green one, this is a line from the chapter. The bewildered boys had been following a scientist. The bewilderment of the boys could be explained by the fact. Next one. What did Griffin want to prove through his experiments? 6th. Why did Griffin set his landlord's house on fire? 7th. Why was it a bad time for Griffin to be in London? 8th is, Griffin decided to enter a big London store for. 9th, Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing and feeding himself without regard to expense. It is a line of extract from the chapter. Here, without regard to expense means. Now next one. When did Griffin become visible for the first time? Next, where did Griffin sleep inside the London store? Next, if only Griffin had managed to wake up in good time, all might have been well. Here the phrase in good time means. Next, why did Griffin have to take off his clothes at the London store? Next one. Why was Griffin afraid of the crowd of London? 15th. How many rooms did Griffin book for himself at the local inn in Iping? 16th. Mrs. Hall was satisfied that the stranger was eccentric. What observation would have made Mrs. Hall think otherwise? Next one. Mrs. Hall was ready to tolerate Griffin's irritable attitude because. 18th. Why did Griffin pretend that he was expecting a check? 19th. What curious episode occurred in the village? 20th. What did the landlord and his wife find when they woke up early? 21st. What strange thing was noticed by Mr. and Mrs. Hall in the scientist's room? Next one. What opportunity seemed too good for Mr. and Mrs. Hall to be missed? 23rd. What interfered with the investigation of Mr. and Mrs. Hall? Next, what was Mrs. Hall convinced about? 25th. Which word or words out of these can be used to describe the happenings in the scientist's room as witnessed by Mrs. Hall? So your words are weird, uncanny, humdrum, and spookish. 26th. Why was the scientist suspected of the burglary at the clergyman's house? 27th. Which questions of Mrs. Hall irritated the scientist? Next, why was the village constable sent for? 29th. The scientist was always quick-tempered. Which out of the following is not a characteristic of being quick-tempered? Now 30th. What were the people in the bar staring at? Next one. Why was the constable not able to arrest Griffin? Next one. After reading the story Footprints Without Feet, Rohini pens down a few characteristics of Griffin, which are given below. Select the ones which you think are true to Griffin's personality. So there are 8 personality traits given that Rohini had penned down. So you have to pick which one do you think go with Griffin's personality. So take your time and select the answer. Now next one. It is an extract-based question. So you can read the extract or you can bring your book and take out this paragraph and then check the questions. Because with the questions, I am not going to give the extract again. So you can pick the extract from your book. This time he decided to try the stock of theatrical company in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something that would hide the empty space above his shoulders. So find this paragraph and then let's get started. So extract based question. Why did he hurry to Drury Lane? Next one. What was Griffin expecting to find at Drury Lane? What all things did Griffin pick from the shop at Drury Lane? 36th. To escape without being seen, he carelessly attacked the shopkeeper from behind. So the word carelessly cannot be replaced by. Now next one. What did Griffin do after attacking the shopkeeper? So these were the questions from the first extract. Now I'm going to show you the next extract. This is extract 2. So again, you can take out the extract from your book and then answer the questions. So I'm reading the 38th question. What uncommon appearance of the stranger is referred to in the above passage? Now next one. The idiom set all tongues wagging in the above passage means. Next one. The reason cited by the stranger for coming to Iping was. Griffin's lack of desire to talk highlights. And the last question. Why did Mrs. Hall make every effort to be friendly with the stranger? So now it's time to check the answers. But before that, do like the video and do subscribe it. And you know why you have to subscribe? If you want the question paper, the mock test, you need to subscribe. Now let's check the answers. So first 10 answers. You can pause here and check them. Now, bewildered. Question number 4, bewildered means confused. So accordingly, you have to pick the answer. These are from 11 to 20th. Now, 16th, both 2 and 5 would mean a cheerful person who loves to socialize. So therefore, your answer is B. 21 to 30th. Now, 29th is touchy, it means easily offended. Waspish, it means quick to resent. Grumpy is bad tempered. Sensitive is easily upset. And nonchalant is casual, calm, and relaxed. So, your answer is B. So, you need to actually know the meanings of the words. Now, from 31 to 42, this is the list. 32nd, again the meanings. Eccentric means having a strange nature. Taciturn is habitually in a bad mood, untalkative. So he was always in a bad mood. Then mindful is conscious, willing to give aid. And scrupulous is righteous. So the last two, they are not what was found in Griffin's personality. So therefore for 32nd, D is the answer. Now 36th, carelessly again. It means cruel, showing no feeling at all. So these are the answers. Now it's time to check your grades. So check in which category are you falling in, and accordingly you need to prepare or you need to jump if you got marks for the first category, 90% to 100%. So you are on the right track. So that's all for today, and I'll be preparing similar MCQ